Hello, assalamualaikum and good evening. Okay, today I'm gonna do a assignment that were given. Okay, so I'm going to choose 10 words from my medical field and I'm going to pronounce it. Okay, the first word is cellulitis. Cellulitis. And the second word is infarction. Infarction. And next is psychiatrist. Psychiatrist. And the next word is arteriosclerosis. Arteriosclerosis. And the fifth word is trachea. Trachea. Next is macrophage. Macrophage. And then neutrophil. Neutrophil. And the eighth word is angina. Angina. And the next word is statins. Statins. And the last word is cardiac. Cardiac. Next, I'm gonna proceed with the question given. So, what do you think of your pronunciation? So, I think my pronunciation is not as good or what I expect to be. So, I'm still learning. So, but it's okay. Well, we need to learn from step to step in order to reach the perfect state. Although it's not it's not reaching the best level or the satisfied feel, but I think I learn a new words that sometimes help me to pronounce the word better. And I think this is among the way how to improve my pronunciation and to be better in or excel in learning English. And the next question is, did you notice any improvement in your pronunciation? So for me, I think that in pronunciation we tend to use a lot of mouth, what we call mouth action. Sometimes if A, we must use A. If E, just like the mouth is different from A, just like E. So it sometimes tell us that we need a combination of mouth movement in order to produce that word. So I think that I have improved a lot in pronounce this some of word. Although I think some of the word is quite hard to pronounce, but it's okay. Because we learn from something that is new to us, so that we can improve from one step to a higher state or higher level before we can perfect our pronunciation. And the other improvement that I can see is I tend to be more confident to speak the word loud if I can pronounce the word better. Before this, I have lack of confidence to pronounce the word, because I tend to feel um, people will laugh at me, yeah, if I pronounce the words incorrectly. But it's okay. When we learn to pronounce the words correctly, we tend to feel uh, more confident to read the word loud compared to if we don't know how the actual pronunciation of the words. So for me, I think the main improvement is I can be more confident when talking, especially talking and having conversation with my friends without feeling any shame or uncomfortable to speak out the word loud. So I think that's some kind of improvement I think that I just made in this session, the second session of assignment of this course. And in order for you to improve, you need a lot of exercise. Uh, Such as example in this assignment, we are given a task to choose a 10 word and pronounce it correctly. So by this way, we not only improving our pronunciation, but the world uh, the world majority is the improvement is towards to our English language, because pronunciation I think is among the important concept in conversation or talking to other people. Sometimes when you speak, you tend to speak the same word. Um, if it is pronounced incorrectly, people may tend to be misjudge you or misunderstood, because you said the other word but they tend to understand or talk the other thing. So I think that's why the pronunciation is important in our daily life, especially when you talk to professional people or when you're having interview, because they tend to uh, hear your words by words, and they will think what what they will think that every word from your mouth, I'm sorry, is important. They will judge you how your personality is. And moving to the last question is, how was this activity help you? So I think uh, there is no offense that this activity have helped me a lot to pronounce every words that I have to pronounce. This activity helped me by guiding me how to pronounce the words correctly, such as from the words that I have um, pronounced or said just now. Example is psychiatrist. Okay, before this I pronounce it psychiatrist, but the original pronunciation is psychiatrist. So when I look into the pronunciation dictionary, it helped me how to pronounce the words correctly, because before this I tend to say the words on my own. I don't think what people said, but now I realize that we have to pronounce the words correctly in order for people to understand the real meaning or message that we want to send. So I think that's one of the way how the activity have helped me. And the second one is, I think this activity give me some important thing to know, because when I learn this pronunciation, I also learn the meaning of the words, or it helped me how to know the the what we call the characteristic of the words, uh, such as psychiatrist help to read that it is not a direct pronunciation as in Malaysia. If just like example in psychiatrist, you have P in the in your first word, but you didn't say the P, so that's English. You just straight forward to the S, psychiatrist. The P is the sound of the P is absent there. So this helped me learn a lot of thing that I think it's important. So that's all from me. Thank you. Good night.